This process at this stage.
And we're with Lindsay at Final Assembly.
So here we have Lindsay. She's getting ready to add the neck to the body. She just installed the neck into the pocket. She'll tighten up the heel bolt. Now she'll come in and install the paddle bolt. So she's sighting the angle of the neck, making sure it's the correct height against the bridge.
So there's quite a few steps going on right now.
Many steps. As you just watched, she fit the saddle into the bridge. Now she's cutting the string height on her nut.
You ever have competitions who strings the guitar the fastest?
Yeah.
Last but not least, before the guitar gets shipped, she'll install the truss rod cover, and the guitar will be final inspected. So as Lindsay does the final details on this guitar by touching it up and inspecting it, let's go take a look at a rack of guitars that's ready to go down to shipping.
Okay. And here we are in final inspection. We've come all the way through everything.
Yes,
What's happening
have.
here?
What's going on here is all the guitars have made it all the way through final assembly now, and Eric's the last touch of the guitar before it goes out of here. So he's inspecting the guitar again, making sure it passes everything on quality control, inspecting the guitar one last time, double checking the electronics, etc., etc., etc. on the guitar. This is just before they go down to shipping. They'll be loaded on these carts and taken down to shipping after this process.
Great. Here we are in shipping and receiving, the last step in the process from beginning to end, and tell us what's finally going on in this last process.
All right, well, we've made it down here. We've taken the guitars from final assembly. They've been quality control inspected. They're now in shipping, and these guys are giving them a once-over, making sure the options are correct. They're casing the guitars, and they're getting ready to box them up and ship them out.
Now, how many guitars a day do you try to get out of the factory?
Right now, we're doing approximately 200 guitars a day out of this factory.
Amazing.
Yep.
What a process it's been. I mean, I really want to thank you for letting me join you guys today and giving me this great tour of Taylor Guitars.
Not a problem.
Chris,
It's been our pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. And this is Dan from Making Music. Thanks for joining us today, and I hope we can do it again real soon.
Here we are in side bending. We're watching Nick. He's going to load this set of sides into the bender. He's placing it on the tabs for locating points. He'll raise the waist up in here. He'll actually get this started to be bent. So as you can see here, we're bending the upper and the lower bouts at the same time. What's unique about these benders is these are built in-house at Taylor Guitars. They're automated, as you can tell. This plate here is heated up. What he's doing there is loading the next set of sides in, and he's going to pre-bend the waist on that set.
And I feel a lot of heat coming out of this.
A lot
as
of
well.
heat on here. We're about 280 degrees on the surface.
Wow.
And we're bending this here. We've got just a sheet metal skin here on the outside, and these pistons are loaded with air, with pressure, so it's keeping it tight constantly. Once this is bent, it'll complete, and it's slightly overbent, as you can see by the shape here. It'll hold this in the press for about 3 minutes, and then once it's done, we'll go ahead and pull this out, lower the waist down, and put it in a cooling rack. Kevin's matched his kerfing up. He's trimming the ends. He's going to actually apply glue to the back side of the kerfing, check the surface, make sure there's glue coverage on everything. He's actually going to fit that right into the heel block and start kerfing this guitar. As he's holding that kerfing, he's manipulating around those curves, the upper bout there. As he works through there, you can see he's installing those kerfing clips. It's coming right around there and into the waist. So again, he's fitting that piece in there, guiding it with his hand, holding it in place. And he'll finish up with this side and then repeat the process on the other side there.
That's awesome. Now I see we're in bracing, body bracing.
We have 3 separate areas set up.